They took a shot at Charlie to tell you it's dangerous to speak your mind. The message is shut your mouth. The way to win is to do what Charlie did. Speak your mind louder.
The crazy left that accuses us of making them feel unsafe, those are the same people that are out assassinating people that disagree with them.
This is a turning point.
All right, so this is a very difficult video for me to make. I've shot videos where my dad passed away, my mom passed away, I just lost my sister. I have a lot of close friends that are very, very good friends with Charlie. I'm at the point where I'm done. And it's the, sorry, a little emotional. You know, you go from sad, shock, complete disbelief, shock, to complete sadness, to I'm done. Like this is it, I'm done. I went on social media today. I was off yesterday. I spent time with Ninja, surprised him, and came back and just looking at my stories, and they're celebrating this. I mean, I'm looking right here. 100 teachers celebrate what just took place. Like, I was watching, I don't remember what show it was. No, TMZ. They're applauding in the background. And it's just, there just comes a point, and it's kind of, I could see that where you're just pushed enough, that there's a breaking point. I think we've reached the breaking point where you're pushed. I'm referring to not so much the left, it's the transgender BS insanity. And I may go back into the studio because I want to go back in the studio and show you the clip where Charlie's interviewing this transgender dude. And it's just like asking logical questions. And it's sick. These people are sick. You guys don't know this, but like on X, I try not to live in an echo chamber, so I actually follow a lot of left. It gives me balance. And I'm just sitting here they're like celebrating this. Again, because I'm not in the right echo chamber where that's all I hear, so I'm in the left and I'm in the right. And guys, I'm telling you that the shift, and you might not see it because the way it's set up, the algorithms are set up, is they give you what you want to hear. So you stay on their platform for longer because that's what you want to hear. And so they'll give you the things that you want to hear, but you're not seeing the other side. And the other side is so demonic and sick and deranged. And the side on the right has been like, you know, logically, dude, you're not a chick and you're not a dog. I don't care if you dress up as a dog. So we just kind of laugh it off. But they're ending our lives. They're taking our lives away, and they're rejoicing in this. And it is so satanic, and for us just to sit back and not call a spade, or a man, or a woman, I think that's where we're wrong. And there's a point, again, there's a tipping point, there's a breaking point. First, it was the slaughter on the train, and broke my heart. 6 daughters, and I could see it. Emotional. And people will come out and say, well, he has mental issues and it's medical and this and that. That's where I think we need just to stop this. And people were like, well, God is a God of love and mercy and just. I think you're missing the other side of God, where he drowned the entire planet. Everyone stopped breathing. He destroyed everything. Gone. Poof, gone. Now you have a rainbow to signify. And then what does the left do? They use the rainbow, like in your face. They create a flag. And then they use, like, you know what God hates? God hates pride. You have pride. He talks. I gotta be careful with my words because of YouTube. It starts with a mur and ends with a dur, ends someone's life. He uses that as equivalent to pride. Don't have it. And they put up a pride flag. This is what they represent. And they say tolerance, and then they take your life. And we're just supposed to sit back and do nothing. I think it's time to do something. And my patience, like the Lord's, it's run out. And for people who are like, God is love. The second time he comes, it's with fire. The whole world will burn. And some people will be like, well, if you worship a God like that, that's not someone that I want to, that's not my God. Well, okay, well, you have your own God. You've created your own God. You are God. But at some point, you're going to find out when you pass away if you're God or if you are not God. And when it comes to the person who took Charlie's life, he's going to find out. And it won't be him. And as I open up X, this is just crazy. I need to get into the studio. The shooting of Charlie Kirk, September 9th. This is a book published on Amazon. It already has 6 reviews. All right, let me gather my thoughts. Let's head into the studio and let's have some conclusion. All right, so I'm in my studio. One of the first stories that I just came across. This is exactly what I feel like. Feels like some sort of invisible line has been crossed. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think you are. All right, so let's see if I can get my bearings. See, this is when things like this happen, it's so important just to when I used to work law enforcement, you got to step back. Amazon book, I'm just going to say maybe one day before. Can I don't think I could say that word on YouTube. Actually, I can't even show his face. Isn't that crazy? Because he got booted off the platform. Eyewitnesses in Utah also reveal people in the crowd claim they knew he was about to be. Yep, they did. They had video of it. Was this pre-planned, coordinated, designed to trigger an American civil war? Charlie Kirk is coming. Yeah, maybe. And it's this guy. I can't show on YouTube. And you're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I saw you get that, right? 3 of them, you're out. Oh, and what else around the world? EU denies a second of silence. So did we. Oh, and this is where it starts. Can't read that one. Yelling that at the Capitol. Well, he just got his. I think people, I know YouTube would be like, yeah, there goes that video. I think the people have had enough. Oh, and checking in on this one, CNN is censoring the fact that Charlie Kirk shooters fire transgender writing. All they called it cultural writing instead. Guys, we have seen this play out over and over. Transgender, it's sick. You're mentally ill. God-fearing people were look at this, just posted. We got Charlie in the neck. We got Charlie in the neck. So we have crowds chanting, we got Charlie in the neck. In this anger that I feel it, which is okay. It's just what we do with it. So I hope we don't do like what happened with George Floyd, how they reacted, but the left reacts different than the right do. That was actually, you guys all, after he was shot, everyone prayed and sang Amazing Grace. And I think we're going to have to find a balance. That white line, I think we're going to have to find a balance between the two. Because when you have good and evil, we can clearly see the difference. It has to be stopped. Also, by any chance, does anyone know this dude? After Charlie was shot, he immediately did that and looked back at the shooter and began celebrating. Just, maybe you know someone, maybe not. His face look familiar to you? Sure, you're going to see a little bit more of him. Also, I've been seeing this guy's photo pop up around the interwebs, so let's make sure these people are held accountable. Also, universities, I think we need to keep them accountable also. No teaching at the university. You kids record everything, so any of those teachers that are popping confetti and celebrating the death of Charlie, I think your job should go bye-bye. Breaking news. That's why I cannot stand university. I know I get a lot of heat. Why are you educating? It's not education. I love learning. I hate the system. So I'm assuming that 80% of you guys that are subscribed to my channel don't go too far to the left, because you're like, why would I do that? I see that in the comments section, but me, I live over there. You should try it just so you can understand what's over.
They got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
Never believe the reason I'm smiling. And it has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk. Nothing to do with Charlie Kirk.
I would say pour one out for Kirky Boy, but I don't waste good beer on little bitches.
I haven't posted on TikTok in a long time, but I'm gonna now because rest in peace, Bozo!
Charlie Kirk just got put down like a dog in Utah, and I could not be happier.
And I will not ever feel bad when bad people get what the they deserve.
Charlie Kirk got shot? That's awful. That's so sad. Hope he recovers well.
I just heard that someone shot Charlie Kirk? Dang it. Ah, shucks. Thoughts and prayers.
There you have it, you guys. Whew, I'm gonna cry. Prayers when I see that. Sorry. Something about having a soul. All right, you guys. Well, I love you, and hopefully tomorrow I will be less this way, and I'll see you tomorrow.